On Apple Valley News now at 6, a raise for those making minimum wage, what it will rise to in Washington in the new year.
And the leaves are changing colors, but eastern Washington remains pretty warm. I'll be tracking all of that in your First Alert weather forecast.
Plus, what we've now learned about the crash of a small plane in Oregon, and an eastern Washington woman survived that crash.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Yakima Valley College has received a $2.9 million grant through a Department of Education program which is designed to drive Latino students' success in higher education. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the college is using that money to fund programs intended to help students with career readiness, leadership opportunities, and mental health care.
At Yakima Valley College, more than 60% of the student body is Hispanic. More than half come from low-income households, and 86% are first-generation college students. Something sociology professor Keith Reyes says has impacted the community college's funding over the years.
Historically, racial minorities and people of economic disadvantage have not been on the very top priority list of educational resources. We've always had this struggle of wanting to have a seat at the table and being given more than crumbs.
The Department of Education now working to change that, awarding YVC $2.9 million over the next 5 years through its Developing Hispanic Serving Institutions program. Money, the college says, will fund YVC's HSI Relevance Project,
geared towards making YVC a much more culturally responsive and student supportive and just equitable institution.
By establishing a leadership program to give students a voice in how YVC operates and investing in a career readiness program.
We've got to find work for the students who graduate from here. We have to make sure that they have economic viability with the piece of paper and the educational attainment that they acquire here.
The money will also go toward a campus wellness program, training professors to keep an eye out for students struggling with their mental health.
Making sure that first and foremost they are seen and they are heard and they know they're not alone.
And that they have access to affordable mental health care. Plus, creating affinity groups where people who share ethnic or cultural identities can build community.
Students who have a sense of belongingness, they stay, they graduate, and then they come back and they reinvest.
The project still in the planning phase, but YVC officials say they hope to start implementing some of these programs starting in January. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, YVC was one of more than a dozen community colleges across the country awarded more than $37 million through this Developing Hispanic Serving Institutions program just this year. Now, Perry Tech is launching a second location in Sunnyside at the former YV Tech Sunnyside campus. It'll have classes starting in January of next year. The Port of Sunnyside owns the building where students enrolled in the school's one-year construction and carpentry technology program will have a lab. It's an expansion that's needed with 800 students at the Yakima campus and the wait list for some programs as long as 2 years. Students in Sunnyside will have access to the same resources as the Yakima program, including the opportunity to work with Habitat for Humanity to build homes in the lower Yakima Valley. It's also an important opportunity for Sunnyside.
Part of the community for us will be the economic development, but also the job retention and getting folks that are actually training in these skills to stay here and to not to, we're always graduating our kids out of the community, and I think this facility will bring them here and actually keep them here.
So applications are open now. There are spots available for up to 18 students. They're still working on the building, so it's not open to the public just yet, but there will be an open house demonstration from 10 until 1 on October 21st at the Perry Tech Yakima campus. Now let's talk about weather. It is school season, it is October, but it doesn't really feel like it at the moment. Stacey Lee has a look at what to expect.
We've been on a roller coaster of weather the last few weeks, but it's been lovely today. Other than this, we're tracking some strong gusty winds in the Kittitas Valley, Ellensburg area. It's been very windy there and even windy through the Yakima Valley. Those winds will start to decrease tonight. Let's take a look at our Legends Casino Skycam Columbia Point in Richland. It's 78 degrees. Winds are light here in the Columbia Basin at 7 miles an hour, and that sunset at 6:43. Planning your night out again. Look at those nice temperatures. Beautiful evening ahead. Down in the 60s by 8, lower 60s by 9. Tri-Cities again gorgeous out there. Clear skies dropping down to 64 at 9, and in Walla Walla a lovely evening ahead as well, with those temperatures dropping into the 50s by 9 o'clock tonight. Here's what's coming up. Again, clear and calm tonight. Those winds will decrease finally in Ellensburg. A gorgeous day tomorrow. Beautiful weekend with temperatures nice and warm, flirting with 80 degrees, and more rain and cooler temperatures Well, that's headed our way next week, and I'll get to all of that in your full First Alert weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. An Eastern Washington woman was the only survivor of a plane crash last night. The plane went down Tuesday into a home in Newberg, Oregon, which is southwest of Portland. First responders say 2 people on the plane died. 20-year-old Emily Hurd of Spokane survived. She was rushed into surgery in a Portland hospital for a broken back. Her family issued a statement on social media this morning saying that surgery went well. No one inside the home or on the ground was hurt, and the cause of the crash is still under investigation. Moderna says a combination vaccine for the flu and COVID-19 elicits a strong immune response for both illnesses. The company is still testing the vaccine, which is designed to protect against influenza and COVID. In the next phase of testing, Moderna says it'll give the shot to a group of people at least 50 years old. That's expected later this year. Moderna is hoping for regulatory approval of this combination vaccine by 2025. Consider it a literature lesson like no other. On Tuesday, Pendleton, Oregon students got to visit the Banned Bookmobile. These pictures and information coming from the city of Pendleton. Banned Book Week runs through October 1st through the 7th with the theme Let Freedom Read. Approximately 120 Pendleton High School junior and senior English class students toured the Banned Booksmobile on Tuesday, normally known as the Pendleton Mobile Library. This event aims to put a focus on the controversy that some literature raises that can lead to challenges and sometimes the removal of books from circulation. The city says the Oregon Intellectual Freedom Clearinghouse reported challenges to 93 titles between June of 2022 and July of 2023, calling that number of challenges a historic high. The Richland Library is celebrating Banned Book Week with what else? A selfie station, fully stocked with banned books. You're encouraged to stop by and snap a picture of yourself with one of the books that people have gotten banned for one reason or another.
We are very proud to have books that have been challenged or banned on our shelves because we truly believe against censorship and believe that our patrons and community deserve access to all the ideas they can get their hands on. Having perspectives and stories of other people is essential to building a strong community.
Now, many librarians who take a stand against banning books have suffered consequences that could range from hateful messages on social media to outright losing their jobs. Those making minimum wage in Washington will get a raise for the new year. The state's minimum wage will rise 54 cents to $16.28 per hour. That's a 3.4% increase. Under state law, labor and industries must forecast the new wage using data from the Federal Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. Washington cities can incorporate their own minimum wage, such as Seattle, SeaTac, and Tukwila have done, with higher pay than the current rate of $15.74 per hour. The state says that's the highest in the nation. Now, the minimum wage only applies to workers who are at least 16 years old. Those who are 14 and 15 can receive 85% of the minimum wage, which would be $13.84 per hour. The new minimum wage takes effect on New Year's Day. Now, the national minimum wage is just under $7.25 per hour. WSU Tri-Cities School of Engineering and Applied Sciences has been working hard to renovate and upgrade its engineering lab. Those changes made possible thanks to a $200,000 donation from Doug and Julia Hamrick and tens of thousands of dollars in donations from WSU philanthropists and the company that manages PNNL. That money is all going towards things like a new 3D printing machine for making prototypes and other equipment that hasn't been updated since the university opened its Tri-Cities campus.
It's also a lab that will house state-of-the-art equipment for new manufacturing abilities, and it will really increase our students' workforce readiness, as well as help them develop the skills that are needed for critical thinking and complex problem solving.
So university officials are hoping the investment will help encourage students to continue coming up with new innovations, especially in the field of clean energy. It's that time of year. McCurley dealerships are holding their hometown food drive, which has been a tradition for decades now. This year, their goal is to raise $40,000 during the month-long drive. Now, for McCurley, that means donating a percentage of the money from every vehicle they sell in the month of October. If you want to take part, you can drop off non-perishable food at any dealership or buy a donation bag at Yokes Fresh Market.
A portion of every car will go towards donations to the local food banks and also at all the Yokes Fresh Markets here in town. there are $10 donation bags that a customer can pick up as they check out, or you can bring non-perishable food items. We're taking those all here at McCurley dealerships as well, any of our locations.
Now, in November, they'll drop off all of the donated food and money to local organizations, including the Salvation Army, the Tri-Cities Union Gospel Mission, and local food banks. The latest Powerball drawing is now under 2 hours away. At stake, a $1.2 billion jackpot. Nobody's claimed the top prize in several weeks, which allows it to roll over and grow substantially. The drawing tonight takes place at 8 o'clock. It hasn't reached Washington state, and officials want to keep it that way. The incentive offered to get hunting kills tested for chronic wasting disease. Coming up next, and it's the official sport of the state of Washington. Now Walla Walla is getting plenty of additional space to enjoy pickleball. And Operation Best Friend will introduce us to a cute dog in need of a forever home. Plus, conditions in eastern Washington remain comfortable and warm. Stacey Lee is tracking your first alert forecast coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Spicy chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of fire emoji, chili emoji, grinning face with sweat emoji, and wouldn't it be double fire emoji if they came back? Spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Honey, that was my brother. Can we bring him dinner tomorrow? He's been having a hard time since his accident.
Of course. I know it's been tough. There's so many costs that his insurance doesn't even cover.
I know. The ramp to his front door, transportation, meal preparation. What if something happens to one of us?
We should plan to sit down soon. We can look through the long-term care benefits that we're earning with WA Cares.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
Every day is different here at Ben Franklin Transit. With over 400 vehicles ranging from vans to 40-foot coaches, it takes a skilled workforce to keep our fleet running smoothly. We're looking for mechanics and equipment service workers to join the Ben Franklin Transit maintenance team. With unmatched benefits and generous paid time off, we care about our employees on and off the lot. If you're interested, please apply online at bft.org/careers and join the team that keeps the Tri-Cities moving.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
During our fall tire sales, save up to $250 on a set of 4 select tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich with fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage. Well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. State officials say chronic wasting disease has not turned up in Washington, and they want to keep it that way. In a social media post, the Washington Fish and Wildlife reminds hunters to bring in deer and elk kills to be tested for the illness. Chronic wasting disease impacts deer, elk, and moose, and it can pass through bodily fluids. It's turned up in Idaho, along with 31 other states and 4 Canadian provinces. Now, Washington says those who bring in kills for CWD testing can be entered into a drawing for one of 100 special multi-season deer tags. Winners will get their notification in April, and those tags will not impact your odds of receiving a general multi-season deer tag. Pickleball is the official state sport of Washington, and new courts have been popping up in communities all across the region. The city of Walla Walla is among those, with 8 new courts opening up this week. According to the city's Parks and Recreation Director, work began to build the courts at Mill Creek Sportsplex in May. Tomorrow, they will officially open to the public following a ribbon-cutting ceremony at 3 p.m. Now, this project was funded in large part through the American Rescue Plan Act.
The Pickleball Association raised $300,000 toward the project, and the city, thanks to the American Rescue Plan Act funding, pitched in $1.5 million. So it's a $1.8 million total project that we're going to open up on Thursday.
The project does include an expanded parking lot to accommodate extra users. This will be the second set of pickleball courts in Walla Walla, and the city is expecting them to get plenty of use.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And you'll have perfect pickleball weather this weekend. All right, looking nice outside right now. Dust Devil Giza Skycam, 78 degrees. Again, clear skies. Traffic's moving along. That's good. Our sunset at 6:31 and our winds are light at 7 miles per hour. We have been tracking strong gusty winds in the Kittitas Valley, Ellensburg area this evening. Those winds will start to decrease as we move through the night. Again, still kind of windy though through the mountain gap. So much relief from those winds beginning tomorrow. Will be nice and light through the area, so that looks good as we progress into our Friday. Again, Friday mid-afternoon, you'll see those winds pick up just slightly, not too bad, and they'll be coming from the east, so you'll see some wind gusts coming from the Dalles. So if you're heading maybe to Portland, you'll have that nice little tailwind to get you there, maybe save a little bit on gas. Futurecast, again, looking good. Let's take a look at our next 3 days now. We've had a ridge of high pressure building out on the Pacific, as you can see, and it's going to stay right there as we are right between 2 jet streams. So that's going to allow lots of sunshine. We'll have that flow coming down, but most of the cold air now is heading towards the middle of the country. They're going to start to see a big cool down like in Minnesota and the middle part of the country, again, the Midwest. But us, well, nice and sunny and nice and warm. We'll continue to see that weather pattern for the next couple of days, but that's going to change as we get into the first part of next week. Let's take a look at our temperature trend. Again, well above our average of 73 right on through Sunday. Then we start to drop down to average and then a big cool down there on Monday. Same thing in Yakima, nice and warm above the average temperatures there, and then a big drop off on Monday. So that's when we'll see that next transition and weather change. Temperatures tonight on the cool side, but clear and beautiful. Overnight lows in the 40s in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley, 47 in Toppenish, 46 Sunnyside, 49 tonight in Yakima. Moving into the Columbia Basin, again, pleasant evening, a little on the cool side later this tonight, 50 degrees in Hermiston, 49 for Tri-Cities, Hanford and Prosser, 48 tonight in Connell. Looking at the foothills of the Blues, again, clear, beautiful, and cool. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s, with Pendleton being the coolest spot at 46. Let's take a look at our daytime highs for tomorrow. Again, lots of sunshine. It's going to be beautiful. Again, those mid-70s right here along foothills of the Blues, nice and sunny. Getting really close, flirting with 80 degrees in the Columbia Basin, Hermiston area, as well as Yakima. Ellensburg at 76, Toppenish 76, 77 in Yakima. And again, I wouldn't doubt if we see those temperatures hit 80 degrees. Here we are with nice clear conditions, planning your day tomorrow. Out the door at 51, midday in the 70s. You'll drop down into the 60s in the evening. Again, a nice morning as well. Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, light winds, beautiful temperatures out there. Tomorrow in Walla Walla, again, a little cool out the door at 8:52, but you'll be in the mid 70s there by noon. So let's take a look at our short-term forecast. Moving into the weekend to plan things out, it's going to be gorgeous. Yakima looking nice, very warm, above the average. Overnight lows pretty cool there. Tri-Cities, again, beautiful, close to 80 degrees. In fact, we might even hit 80 degrees, dropping into the 40s at night. And in Walla Walla, well, the new pickleball courts, I would go check those out. It's going to be a perfect weekend just for that. Stick around. I've got more on the way, including your reason to smile. That's coming up. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. High interest rates and rampant inflation. Next, guidance for investing during turbulent economic times. That's coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Leading the way and hitting our
mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Are your closets overflowing? Is your garage filled with things you no longer need? When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing space in your home. You're creating opportunities for those in need. By donating or shopping at Goodwill, you actively contribute to local employment opportunities and help individuals find work within your community. So donate your gently used items to Goodwill, and together we can transform lives and build a brighter future. Goodwill, your Halloween headquarters.
Experience Minecraft like never before at Minecraft the Exhibition, now at the MAC. Explore the 3D world of the best-selling video game of all time and pop culture phenomenon in this dynamic and immersive exhibition. Step inside the blocky world of Minecraft based on actual in-game builds. Meet 15 life-size Minecraft creatures, including the explosive creeper and mysterious Enderman. Try the game and explore some epic creations from the community. Minecraft the Exhibition for players and non-players of all ages at the MAC in Spokane.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are! Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Welcome back. Interest rates have been rising since last spring, and that has had a big impact on how Americans handle their money. ABC's Morgan Norwood has some advice from experts about how to handle these changing economic times.
Interest rates, the cost of borrowing money for a new car or a new home, have risen a lot in the past year. For many Americans, higher rates have made them reconsider how to handle their investments. Experts say that there's different advice for investors depending on their age. For younger investors, it's easier than ever to begin the process.
Even if you don't have a lot of money to start, you don't need these days a lot of money to start. You can start with almost no money at all.
James Royal of Bankrate says if you start when you're young, time is on your side.
Time is your biggest ally when it comes to investing. Young investors have a huge advantage over older investors because of that time element, whether that's in a retirement account or a taxable brokerage account.
For older investors, retiring in your mid-60s could mean you'll need 20 years or more of income. Experts say to make sure you're not too conservative with your investments.
So it's important to have things like stocks or stock funds in your portfolio that can continue to grow over time and help meet your income needs. You want to make sure that you don't outlive your retirement income. That's not a place you want to be.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Home is where the heart is, and a little dog could be a great companion. We'll introduce you to Polly Pocket next in Operation Best Friend. But first, Stacey Lee has your reason to smile.
That's right, a reason to smile. Well, feeling a little corny in Walla Walla. Thank you, Dee, for sending this photo. Dee likes to ride around a lot on her bike. She grabbed some great photos. If you want your photo featured, look at my email right there. Send it in to slee@applevalleyNewsNow.com. Your reason to smile is brought to you by West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental in Pasco.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with the Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Businesses, community organizations, and people of all walks of life have joined together for Riverfest 2023. Riverfest is free family fun entertainment featuring exhibitors, live music, and vendors showcasing all the benefits of our river system. Join us Saturday, October 7th from 10 to 3 at Columbia Park in Kennewick. Find out more at riverfestwa.com or on Facebook. Riverfest 2023. Our rivers, our life. Bring the whole family.
The savings continue with BuyMart's latest savings book. See why over 1 million membership families save more at BuyMart. It's packed with 16 pages of store-wide savings, including sporting goods, Halloween candy and decor, and must-have pantry essentials. BuyMart's one-time $5 membership unlocks a lifetime of savings, and our employee owners are here to serve you. Save now with our latest savings book at BuyMart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Sleep Shop and Furniture has expanded. To celebrate, all living room furniture is up to 35% off. A queen-size gel mattress for only $399 on hand with immediate delivery. Up to 18 months same-as cash and no credit financing available. Quality furniture, affordable prices.
Every day is different here at Ben Franklin Transit. With over 400 vehicles ranging from vans to 40-foot coaches, it takes a skilled workforce to keep our fleet running smoothly. We're looking for mechanics and equipment service workers to join the Ben Franklin Transit maintenance team. With unmatched benefits and generous paid time off, we care about our employees on and off the lot. If you're interested, please apply online at bft.org/careers and join the team that keeps the Tri-Cities moving.
Who is Culligan? Your local water experts since 1936. The world's most efficient water softener. Safer drinking water in every glass. Convenient, reliable delivery. Industry-leading technology. Here for every water worry.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on the 2024 XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with the Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
This summer, Good Morning Northwest rolled out a new segment called Operation Best Friend, where a local animal shelter features a pet every Wednesday. This week, the Benton Franklin Humane Society introduced us to Polly Pocket, Polly for short. A volunteer from the Humane Society said, "Don't let her short stature steer you away."
So Polly is a 1.5-year-old pocket bully, and she's available through adoption with Benton Franklin Humane Society. She's a great dog, a real lover of all humans, but especially adores children. And her adoption fee is $500. She has been in our shelter for about 2 months. Due to Polly's short stature, she would do best in a low-energy home where she's not being chased around by other pets, or she's not being chased around by kids.
So Polly Pocket, as you heard, currently up through adoption through the Benton Franklin Humane Society in Kennewick. The adoption fee is $500, but she will be completely home ready with vaccines, spaying, all the background work done by the time you adopt. And remember, if you do adopt a pet that's featured on Operation Best Friend, you'll receive a $50 gift card to Paws Natural Pet Emporium. Well, who will take the post? We're tracking the latest developments after Republicans voted out the House Speaker. Plus, President Biden erasing billions of dollars more in federal student loan debt just as payments are resuming. And alarming figures about global temperatures. What has happened now for the first time? The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
We're continuing to track developing news on Capitol Hill, where the House of Representatives is currently without a speaker. Yesterday, lawmakers voted to remove Representative Kevin McCarthy from his leadership position. Now, McCarthy fought through 15 rounds of voting at the beginning of the year to be named speaker, and he is the first one in history to be forcefully ousted. He says he's not going to try again. Now, lawmakers have to select a replacement before they can do anything else, including work on the federal budget, which is due November 17th. So there are a few options here. Florida Representative Matt Gaetz, the one who called for McCarthy to be removed, says he's not interested in taking over the job. Today, Louisiana Representative Steve Scalise, who is also the House Majority Leader, said he would be interested in taking the next step up and becoming Speaker. Ohio Representative Jim Jordan has also thrown his hat in the ring, and Oklahoma Representative Kevin Hern says he is considering doing the same. Now, the Speaker has to get support from a majority of the House lawmakers who are present and voting, which is usually 218 votes. Technically, the Speaker does not have to be a member of Congress, much less a member of the majority party. So we'll continue to track that and bring you the latest as we get it. Now, the average global temperature for September beat the previous record for the month by more than half a degree Celsius. That, according to early data reported by the Washington Post. This is considered the largest monthly margin ever observed. Other data found global temperatures last month hit levels closer to what's expected in July. This follows the planet reaching its warmest temperature on record over the summer. And we are talking warm temperatures tonight. Stacey Lee has a look in your First Alert forecast.
And speaking of warm temperatures, let's take a look at our 24-hour temperature trend tonight. Again, dropping down into the upper 40s tonight, but then look at this, up near 80 degrees tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be nice and clear out there. Again, warm in Yakima as well. Again, dropping down into the upper 40s and then quickly moving on up into the 70s by the afternoon. Again, gorgeous weather, well above our average for this time of year. Currently 78 degrees on our Dust Devil Giza sky cam tonight. Winds are light at 7 miles per hour. Let's take a look at what's going on wind-wise. We've been tracking some very gusty winds tonight in Ellensburg. I've been seeing winds up to 40 miles an hour starting to decrease, and they will gradually decrease later tonight. Elsewhere, winds are looking pretty mild this evening. So clear, calm night, except for Ellensburg, but things are getting better. A gorgeous day for us tomorrow. Beautiful weather out there for the weekend as well. Get ready for nice warm weather and more rain and cooler temperatures coming next week. I'll get to all of that in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. Authorities are investigating an armed robbery that happened around 2:30 this afternoon at Helms Hardware in Selah. Police say one person stole items from the store. When confronted outside by employees, displayed a handgun, got into a car, and drove off towards the north. Police say local schools were placed in lockdown as a precaution, but they were not threatened at any point. They have not made any arrests in this case. Now, making national headlines, police in Maryland are searching for whoever started shooting on a college campus last night, injuring 5 people, 4 of them students. Police say they believe one person was targeted, but they say the target is not one of those who was injured. Morgan State University is a historically black university in Northeast Baltimore. Police say it appears the violence started as a dispute between 2 groups on campus during homecoming week celebrations, not as an attack, racial or otherwise, on the school itself.
The horrific act of violence is a sickening a reminder for all of us of how commonplace these incidents have become. And we must end the epidemic of gun violence in our communities.
So the university canceled classes for today and is reassessing plans for the rest of its homecoming week events. Right now, a historic strike is underway with tens of thousands of Kaiser Permanente healthcare workers walking off the job in several states. Now, workers in Washington not part of this strike. Mike Valerio is tracking the latest.
What do we want? Safe staffing. When do we want it? Now. The largest healthcare workers' strike in United States history kicking off Wednesday morning, with more than 75,000 unionized Kaiser Permanente workers walking off the job and walking onto the picket lines.
We have a crisis inside, a staffing crisis that affects us and subsequently affects our patients.
I've seen patients die because of the short staffing, and they wanted us to be quiet about it, and I'm not being quiet anymore.
Respect. More money in our checks.
The coalition of Kaiser Permanente unions calling for better pay and better staffing, saying in their notification statement to the company that if a deal isn't made by the end of the strike on Saturday, quote, we are prepared to engage in another longer, stronger strike in November.
We have made many proposals to try to solve the Kaiser short staffing, and right now the Kaiser executives are much more interested in their bottom line than providing high quality patient care.
With about 40% of its staff on strike, Kaiser Permanente says it has contingency plans in place so it can continue to provide safe, high-quality care for its 12.7 million members and patients. A spokesperson for the company saying, quote, we have detailed continuity plans in place in all of these markets that include the use of non-represented and management staff along with contingency workers. In addition, all of our physicians will be available.
In Los Angeles, Mike Valerio, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, Kaiser Permanente said this morning that it is still in discussions with a coalition of unions representing those striking employees even as they walk off the job. The company says there has been a lot of progress and that they say they're committed to reaching an agreement. Encouraging news tonight about new car sales in the United States despite the United Auto Worker strike. GM reported a 21% sales increase during the third quarter as compared to last year. The automaker attributes those sales in part to a greater supply of cars and trucks than we had a year earlier. Stellantis, which makes Jeep, Ram, and Chrysler vehicles, reported a 1% sales drop, and according to Reuters, Ford reported an 8% increase in sales for the third quarter. It sold more than 500,000 vehicles, which is an increase of nearly 36,000 from the year prior. Federal student loan payments resumed on Sunday, but President Biden has now canceled even more student loan debt. The president today canceled another $9 billion in student debt. The White House says it's conducting fixes to what it calls a broken student loan system. Following an audit, the White House says officials were able to use existing debt relief programs to help 125,000 borrowers, all adding up to that $9 billion. Since President Biden has been in office, the White House says it has canceled $127 billion of debt for nearly 3.6 million borrowers. Now to the civil fraud case of former President Donald Trump. Mr. Trump once again appearing in a New York City courtroom to listen as witnesses take the stand in his trial. The New York Attorney General's office is continuing to lay out their case, accusing Trump and his sons of lying about the net worth of their assets. The judge overseeing the case issued a limited gag order after Trump verbally attacked his law clerk on Trump's social media platform. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
Former President Donald Trump choosing to be in court for the third day in a row in the $250 million civil fraud case against him, speaking to reporters over and over, repeating a similar narrative.
They've weaponized justice in our country. This trial is a disgrace.
Trump not only vocalizing his dismay inside the courthouse, but also on his social media platform, slamming court staff and New York Attorney General Letitia James, who brought the charges.
This case was brought simply because it was a case where individuals have engaged in a pattern and practice of fraud.
The judge overseeing the case issuing a limited gag order Tuesday after Trump posted online targeting a law clerk. The judge has already agreed the Attorney General proved her case that Trump and his eldest sons committed fraud by wildly inflating the net worth of their assets by as much as $2.2 billion. The trial will determine how much the Trump Organization will have to pay in damages and penalties. Still, Trump doubling down on his claims of innocence.
This is just a continuation of the witch hunt that started the day I came down the escalator in Trump Tower.
Trump could lose control of some of his properties in New York and be banned from doing business in the state. Trump's defense team questioning witness Donald Bender, an accountant for Mazars who prepared financial statements on Trump's properties. He testified that Trump's company withheld key financial information as he prepared the statements.
That was ABC's Rena Roy reporting. Now, Trump and his co-defendants have appealed the judge's ruling that they did commit fraud. They're asking the appeals court to consider whether the judge committed errors of law or fact. Tonight, it's the one thing many shoppers would rather not deal with. Now, a rideshare giant says it'll return packages for you. We have the details coming up, and there's a lot to love about our current conditions. Taking a look outside, Stacey Lee is going to let us know how warm we're going to get this week in her first alert forecast. Plus, one man says he dropped 100 pounds in just 6 months. His motivation next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Spicy chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of fire emoji, chili emoji, grinning face with sweat emoji, and wouldn't it be double fire emoji if they came back? Spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. Plus, receive $1,000 off your new siding project for new construction as well as remodels. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
What's better than the perfect cut of meat for a tasty meal? That's easy. The perfect cut of meat on sale.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only with great savings on USDA Choice Angus Beef New York Steak, $6.98 a pound. Limit 2 packages. Jennie-O Bone-In Turkey Breast, $1.98 a pound. Prairie Fresh Boneless Pork Loin Roast, $1.98 a pound.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only. The savings are sizzling.
Red or white. At Coyote Canyon, we've got you covered. If you love red, try our Italian Sangiovese, French Grenache, or Spanish Tempranillo. Like what you taste? Wine Club. Come visit our tasting room in Prosser. Coyote Canyon is calling.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
He's the global superstar with over 63 million followers, Maluma. And tomorrow, his first live morning TV concert ever in America happens on GMA. And just wait till you see the surprise he's about to drop tomorrow on Good Morning America.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located, and now Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff at $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
In your health news tonight, a dramatic increase in syphilis cases in the United States. Medicine to treat it remains in short supply. According to the CDC, the number of syphilis cases rose 74% between 2017 and 2021. Now, congenital syphilis, when a mother passes it to her baby during pregnancy, jumped over 203% during that time. Pfizer says it's increased its production of the syphilis treatment medication by about 30% this year and hopes to double its output by the end of next year. Meanwhile, the White House says it's working to fix the supply shortages causing the drug shortage. Now to a dad's dramatic transformation after he took control of his health and lost 100 pounds in just 6 months, he says, without medication. He's sharing his tips for others, and ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the story.
It wasn't the 15 pounds he gained during lockdown or the medications he was taking for high blood pressure and gastric reflux. Jamie Wooldridge's motivation to lose weight was this photo taken by his wife one day in church.
I may or may not have fallen asleep, but anyway, the photo was not flattering at all. And it was like, okay, I need to do something about this.
Within 6 months, the 285-pound retiree from South Lake, Texas, had lost 100 pounds. Now he's helping others learn from his journey, starting with calorie counting.
I was really shocked to see that I was probably consuming 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day. It was humbling.
For his age and activity level, Jamie should have been getting 3,300 calories a day. So he joined an app for counting calories and cut to 2,200 calories a day for weight loss. While the pounds came off, he never deprived himself of his favorite foods.
If I'm going to have pizza, well, I'm just going to budget that into my calorie allotment for the day.
He was already walking miles every day. At some point, he started running too, sharing his journey on TikTok.
Did my 5K, and now I'm going to finish it up with about a 7-mile walk.
This type of dramatic weight loss is likely not possible for most people. Dr. Veronica Johnson, who is not Jamie's physician, says anyone making significant changes to their diet should talk with a doctor.
I think taking a step back and looking at your overall health, and when you have these things in a better place, your overall health is improved. He recognized that he was struggling with his weight, but he also recognized that his cholesterol was elevated, his blood pressure was elevated. He was on the verge of having diabetes. And so he felt that losing weight would improve all of those markers.
For healthier eating, Jamie decreased his processed sugar intake, used substitutions like low-fat mayo to reduce calories, and used an air fryer to cut the fat out of his favorite recipes, like French fries. His big tip for newbies, plan accordingly for life's events.
Every month, there's going to be something. There's so many tools out there that can help you be successful. If I can do it, you can do it.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And it's time now for your First Alert full weather forecast. Dust Devil Giza Stadium sky cam tonight, 78. We're starting to see that sunset go down. The lights are on out there. Winds are light at 7 miles an hour, and our humidity is at 35% tonight. We've been tracking strong gusty winds in the Kittitas and Ellensburg area tonight, even into the Yakima Valley through those mountain gaps. Those winds will start to decrease overnight tonight, and then as we get into our Thursday, look for nice light winds all through the region. So a beautiful day tomorrow. Light winds. As we move into Friday, we'll see some winds start to pick up through the Columbia River Gorge, again coming in from the east. Tri-Cities a little bit breezy in the afternoon, but again overall really nice weather and low wind to deal with over the next couple of days. Here's what's happening on our satellite and radar over the next couple of days. We have this ridge of high pressure sitting out on the Pacific, and it's sitting between two jet streams, so that's going to keep us nice and warm and dry for the next several days. Most of the active weather is now coming down from Canada into the middle part of the country. You're going to see a big cool down coming down in the middle of the country, Midwest area. Again, we stay nice and cool and dry. Ridge of low pressure, it's going to sit out on the coast for a couple of days. Then it'll start to move onshore, and that's going to transition our weather to much cooler and wet conditions. Let's talk about those temps tonight. Cool and clear. Temperatures around the region in the 40s for the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. 49 tonight in Yakima, 46 in Sunnyside. Cool and clear in the Columbia Basin with overnight lows in 50s there in Hermiston. 40s elsewhere, including Prosser, Hanford, and Tri-Cities at 49. Taking a peek into the foothills of the Blues tonight, again, 40s and 50s. The cool spot is Pendleton at 46 degrees. Tomorrow's daytime highs, again, warm side above the average. We could even flirt with 80 degrees. Could get pretty close tomorrow. We'll stay in the mid-70s there in the Yakima Valley, close to 80 degrees, and the mid-70s here in the foothills of the Blues. Planning your day tomorrow. It's going to be gorgeous out there. Clear skies, a little cool start at 8 a.m., but we get right into the 70s by noon. You'll be close to 80 at 4 o'clock. In Walla Walla, again, a cool start at 8 o'clock. Clear skies, 76 by 4, dropping down to 62. Now let's talk fall foliage. Again, we're seeing peak blooms going across the Cascade Mountains, so this would be a perfect weekend to take a little road trip up into the mountains to check out the beautiful colors. Next week is going to be even more intense for our fall foliage. This is our map here, thanks to Evan Fisher, Explore Fall. Again, very colorful all through Washington Washington and Oregon next week. Once we start seeing these darker colors, we'll be past the peak color, and you really will start to see the leaves change in the lower Columbia Basin, Yakima, Kittitas Valley here in the next week or two. Short-term forecast heading into that weekend, again, 70s. Look at that, close to 80 degrees. Lots of sunshine, beautiful weather. Columbia Basin, again, hitting the 70s there, close to 80 on Friday. And in Walla Walla, nice clear skies with temperatures in the upper 70s. So beautiful fall weather ahead as we get through our first week of October. I'll get more and your 7-day planning forecast on the way. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. Up next, you can already call them for a ride. Now you can call Uber to return your packages. We're talking about how to do that next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Give yourself that new car feeling with a detail from ProClean Auto Detail Systems. Details start at just $125 and we'll make your car look and feel like new. Gift certificates are available. Forget the rest and come to the best. ProClean Auto Detail Systems.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait!
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
We've always been a little crazy, but Legends Casino Hotel is going batshit crazy in October, where you could win $10,000. It's spooky simple. Just use your Legends rewards card when playing your favorite slot machine. If your name is called at our Thursday night drawings, play our batshit crazy game and transform $2,000 into $10,000. It's not a Halloween hallucination. Win $10,000 and go batshit crazy with us. Only at Legends Casino Hotel. Boo!
It's not every day that you can experience award-winning limited production wines, selected by industry notables, plus receive advanced news regarding upcoming releases and events. Delight in the convenience of having wines delivered to your door as a member of the Coyote Canyon Wine Club.
Sleep Shop and Furniture has expanded. To celebrate, all living room furniture is up to 35% off. A queen-size gel mattress for only $399 on hand with immediate delivery. Up to 18 months seamless cash and no credit financing available. Quality furniture, affordable prices.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
2 Americans and a Russian physicist have won the Nobel Prize for Chemistry. An MIT teacher and a Columbia University scientist based their work on earlier discoveries by a Russian scientist, all leading up to the big win for the discovery of quantum dots. These are defined as the smallest components of nanotechnology. They have quite a few applications in everything from TVs, LED lights, to cancer surgery. Well, they'll give you a ride or even grab lunch or dinner for you. Now, Uber will also take back your returns. Uber says they'll return e-commerce packages to local post offices or package courier companies like FedEx or UPS for a flat fee of $5. According to Uber, drivers can handle as many as 5 prepaid sealed package returns. They do have to be valued under $100 and weigh less than 30 pounds. We'll have a final look at your forecast when we come back.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with a Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. Plus, receive $1,000 off your new siding project for new construction as well as remodels. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at Hapo.
Hapo's my bank. I've been a member of Hapo since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at Hapo Community Credit Union.
I'm with Hapo.
You're not just a number there, you're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I don't know, I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join Hapo Community Credit Union today.
Okay, thanks for visiting. Bye, Alice.
I'm stuck.
Not funny anymore. Yes, it is.
Wait, guys, the Mesozoic times are boring and have 0 rad attractions. Triple play is fun. I want to stay here.
Of course you can stay. Oh, fantastic. We won't regret this.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She's on the logo already. Marketers are the worst.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with a Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back. We are seeing some shorter days every day, but it is awfully sunny out there. Stacey Lee has a look at your forecast.
And my advice is get out and enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to block this. I'm going to block the bad news. Let's look at all the good news going into the weekend with those temperatures. Just lovely. All right, now I'll move out of the way. There's the bad news. Sorry. We're going to get cool again, but lots of rain. Oh, the other way. Lots of rain. And again, we need it, but I like the sunshine myself. Again, beautiful moving into the weekend with those temperatures flirting with 80 degrees. And then, yeah, first part of next week, we drop down into the 60s with wet weather. It's expected this time of year, right? Again, those 70s moving into the weekend with a big cool down beginning Monday. And again, rain all through the area. So again, enjoy this first full week of October. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And if you do get up to the mountains and get those fall photos, please send them to me, Ashley, at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. I'd love to get those on our Reason to Smile. Thank you so much for watching Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 tonight. Don't worry, we'll be back here at 11.